Arabic language is based on istiqra, so we do istiqra.
No, you
from
see,
the
here we
Qur'an,
go. Okay, you keep saying to me based on istiqra, based on nothing.
But we cannot say that the Qur'an is wrong, because we would be saying that Allah is wrong, and
Thank you. Hold on. Don't talk. Okay, do Allah knew the future? Why Allah He give you a verse is not valid, even for 8 hours. For 8 hours only. What is the verse of a breastfeeding for adult?
Yeah, it was abrogated. The text
you keep saying the same
abrogated.
thing. So if your friend come to your house and you want him to stay with your wife, you command your wife to give her breast to him, to suckle him 10 different times, and this is okay for Islam?
I mean, God allowed us. Wow, this is such an old shubha. This is such an old shubha.
Old or new?
Sabi'in is a grammatical error.
There's no hayat in Arabic. You know, like...
I'm talking about Sabi'in. I'm talking about Sabi'in.
Yeah.
Yes, it's old shubha. You guys are trying too hard to bring down Islam.
Look at this. I found an image of the Quran. He said he speak Arabic. He said he knew how to read Arabic. Read this one for me.
Okay, show me.
Do you see the word here? Let me turn my pen.
But hold on, I have to respond to the Sabi'in one.
Just hold on.
I have to teach you Arabic. I have to teach you Arabic.
Oh, okay.
So Sabi'in here is Sabi'in is marfu'a, because if you go and read what Al-Alusi said in Ruh al-Ma'ani, it's marfu'a ala al-ibtida'. And the khabar is mahduf in this case.
Al-Alusi, he said that? Al-Alusi, he said, and Al-Alusi is a Muslim, right?
Yes, he said it in Ruh al-Ma'ani. I can give you
this is a Muslim trying to defend the Quran. But we know that this is false.
No, this is, listen.
Okay, hold on. Okay, you see,
the language is based on istiqra.
Okay, hold on. Listen. I will go with you. If Al-Alusi, he says, so who's Al-Alusi?
Okay, are you done muting me now?
I'm not muting you.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat again. The grammar rules are based on istiqra. So we take what the Arabs say and what the Qur'an say, and we do istiqra, and we determine that if we have this word in this placement, then it's going to be, for example, marfu'. And if we have this word in this placement, then it's going to be mansub. Your argument is the same as saying that...
Hold on. Your Al-Alusi, he made this rule based on the Quran, not based on Arabic.
Hey everyone! If you'd like to see more videos like this, remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us spread Brother Christian Prince's message. God bless.
So this is why I say the Muslim, they say the Muslim, they start making the Quran their rules, because the Quran is against all rules. So what they do, they say, oh, because here we put this word, but this is not the grammar of the Arabic. This is false. So they try to fix it. They make their own fiction story. And you are bringing me someone, he's a Muslim, and the Muslim saying this is not wrong, this is not a mistake. We can replace, if we replace this word here, we put it there. You bring me a witness. He is from the gang.
No. This, your argument is like what? This is like saying that
hold on.
There should not be nun tawqid unless the qasam, i.e. the name of God, is mentioned explicitly. There
is somebody. He witnessed that this is true. He's not a Muslim. There's one person who is not a Muslim. He speaks Arabic. He said this is true. What you are saying.
Okay, so are you gonna let me speak now?
I did not mute you. I didn't know I was muting you.
Why are you scared? Why do you keep muting me? I don't know.
I did not mute you at all, my friend. I did not even touch the.
Okay. Listen.
No one is muting you, you liar.
Okay,
Every time
listen.
you interrupt Christian Prince, I'm gonna mute you. Okay?
No, don't mute him. Don't mute him. Don't mute him, Lisa, please. Listen, can you give me one person who is not a Muslim? He said the rule what you said about the Quran is true?
I mean, the Arabic language is based on istiqra, so we do istiqra.
No, you see, here we go. Okay, you keep saying to me based on istiqra, based on nothing. It's based on the Quran. Yes. You Muslims, you are fabricating your own base to fix the Quran. Like the guy who called me before you. Listen, the guy who called me, just to show everybody, the guy who called me before you, he says that the Quran says the sun appeared to him. See, the Muslim, they add words.
No. We say wajadaha. It means he actually found the sun setting in the muddy spring. Whoever says otherwise is a liar.
Okay, so you agree the Quran is mistake there?
What do you mean mistake?
He found the sun setting in muddy water.
Yeah, we affirm this. Alhamdulillah. What's wrong?
So you agree that the sun really go in a spring of water every day?
Yes, it's al-ghaybiyat. We cannot really say that.
What do you mean ghaybiyat? We know where the sun goes every day.
I mean, in this case, it's something that's ghaib. We can't really affirm.
What do you mean ghaib?
We can't really not
my
affirm.
Friend, not everybody speak. Not everybody speak Arabic. Not everybody speak Arabic. Can you tell me what ghaib mean?
Yeah, something that's unseen, unknown, something that we can't really.
Just to show you, my friend,
you know,
I'm not insulting you. Just to show you how silly what you said. You said unseen, but the Quran says he found it. What mean he saw it? How it is unseen?
Unseen from our perspective. Unseen from our
What do you mean?
perspective.
I'm losing my voice. What do you mean not from our perspective? The guy, he saw it.
From our perspective.
My
we don't
friend,
see. I mean, we don't see that the sun sets in a muddy spring, of course, but we cannot say that the Quran is wrong because we would be saying that Allah is wrong and
thank you. Hold on. Don't talk, guys. Did you see? He just said we cannot say the Quran is wrong. We cannot say, even if the sun set in murky water. And this is issue the same with the Arabic grammar. We cannot say that the Quran is wrong.
With the Arabic grammar,
hold on. Let me finish. So guys, we cannot say the Quran is wrong even if the sun set in murky water. We cannot. And the same for the Arabic grammar. So he bring me a Muslim. The Muslim, he say Christian Prince is wrong. This is not how it is. So what they try to do, they try to adjust the language to make it fit with the Quran. And now they are trying to adjust the sun. How the sun set in murky water? Yes.
On the grammar one, you're very much wrong.
My friend, you just said, everybody heard you. We cannot say the Quran is wrong because that will make Allah wrong.
Listen, the grammar rules, they do not have anything with what the Quran says because the istiqra is also based on the poetry.
When the grammar rules you are talking about, when the grammar rules you are talking about is created, is before Islam or after Islam?
The grammar rules? The grammar rules, they have always existed with Arabic, but the rules were set and written in the books by the likes of Sibawayh.
Exactly.
Of course, after the Quran.
Is it written? Isn't it this rule you are talking about?
Let me finish. Because Sibawayh didn't rely only on the Quran. He relied on poetry from the pre-Islamic period and literature also from the pre-Islamic period. He didn't just rely only on the Quran.
Sibawayh, he did not. Do you know the guy? What his name? The Egyptian Arabic scholar, I forgot the blind man. Do you know what his name? Egyptian?
I don't know any Egyptians.
He said, give me a pen and I will write Quran better than this. But I want to show you something from the Quran right now. And I will show you the proof that the Quran is full of mistakes, and including Arabic. Read with me this verse.
What verse?
Do you see my screen?
I don't think I can see your screen.
Okay. In the Quran, it says in chapter 2, verse number 106. Can you read it for me? And you can translate your own translation.
Surah Al-Baqarah 1 through 6. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my laptop real quick.
All right. You can open it in your phone.
Yeah, hold on. I just want to read it through my laptop so that way it's easier.
All right.
Okay, so Alif Lam Mim ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Chapter 2, verse 106. Chapter 2, verse 106.
106? I thought you said 1 through 6.
No,
okay, hold on one sec. Okay, ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم.
First of all, your Arabic is very bad. Let me teach you. I never heard of somebody claim he speak Arabic. It's recorded. You can listen to yourself.
What mistake did I make?
Listen. It's recorded. ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها ننسيها نأتي بخير نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها. Not you don't know how to do Arabic.
What did I say?
That's
totally what
no, just it's recorded. You listen to yourself after we finish.
I said ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم أن الله على
okay go
أو مثلها
go
مثلها okay مثلها that's the mistake
so now he admit. Okay, thank you. So you see, you're teaching me Arabic, but you just made a mistake in grammar. But anyway,
it doesn't make any difference in the
It make a difference. You see, you are the one saying, you are the one who called me to correct my grammar, and you don't know even how to read it correctly.
No.
Now read for me, my friend. and it make a big difference because we know that Dhamma and Kasra they make a difference. Now read for me.
No,
what kind? Read the verse. Let everybody laugh. What kind of God he will make Quran better than the Quran? Read for us. Go ahead.
Okay, listen. Can you tell me the difference between مثلها
Read the verse, please. Read the verse.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Read the verse.
Okay, ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم أن الله على كل شيء قدير. Go ahead. What's wrong with this verse?
Did you just see Allah? He will delete verses because he is going to write a better verses?
Yeah,
what kind of God is? Are you saying to me that your God, when he wrote the Quran first time, after reading it, he said, oh, what the heck is this? Let me write better one. I thought there's no Quran better than the Quran. It turned to be there's Quran better than the Quran. So Allah,
no.
If Allah is a perfect God, then why he want to delete a verse so he can write something better than the previous verse? And not only he is deleting it, look, listen, he says, or similar. Have you ever heard of a God? He say, okay, I'm a God now. I will say, build 5 rooms in 5 houses and plant 5 trees. And then I say, okay, I will delete this verse. I will delete this verse. I will make similar one. Build 5 rooms in 5 houses and plant 5 trees.
Let me respond.
Okay.
Let me respond. Okay. First of all, there is no difference between مثلها and مثلها. Both of the readings are correct. And there are actual other readers who read it as مثلها. There is no issue with this at all. So you're just grasping at straws.
But you did read, okay, I will go with you. I will go with the propaganda. But you did read it wrong, correct?
No, I did not read it wrong because there is no difference between
you did because you have to read as the Quran. You just say it now. I can read it differently. So why Allah don't read it differently too? I mean, if you can, anyone can read differently.
The exact same meaning. There is no difference. This is like
okay. Explain to us the verse about Allah will fix His Quran. Go ahead.
Okay, guys, this CP's argument is basically if you read a word in a Scottish accent versus an American accent.
No, this is not about Scotch. There is tashkil. There is tashkil. Okay, you are deceiving people. This is not accent. This is tashkil. This is tashkil. There's valves in the top and underneath of the word. You have to read exactly. This is why tashkil exists. So don't tell me accent. What accent? This is not accent. Now read for me the verse, please. What kind of God he says such a thing? Don't mute him, guys. Who muted him? Are you there?
He's not muted. He's trying to find an excuse to leave.
He left?
No, he's still here. He's just not talking.
Is he the guy? His name is Sigma?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Sigma, go ahead. Read for us the verse, please.
Okay. First of all, you still haven't responded to me. We still haven't responded. What's the difference between mitliha or mitla? But anyway, you're just trying to grasp at straws and do red herrings, but that's fine.
Red herring. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to read the verse again, but no problem. So we say ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم أن الله على كل شيء قدير. So here it says that a verse is better than the other. This is because we have verses which are more suitable for a certain point in time compared to other verses, which is why we have verses being abrogated by other verses. We don't say that one verse is better than the other verse in the sense that it's more eloquent or that its contents are just objectively better. No, they're only better in the context of a certain time. They're suitable for a certain time, and that makes them better than the other in relation to the time that they were revealed, and not that one is more eloquent than the other.
Are you done?
There you go.
Are you done? Okay.
Yes, I'm done.
Is it true that this is about a verse Muhammad he gave at afternoon, and then he abrogated the verse in the morning?
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question again?
Is this verse is about a verse Muhammad he gave afternoon, and then he abrogated the verse second day?
Yeah, what's the issue? I literally just said that some verses
you
are
just
better,
said certain time. You just said, guys. He just said this is not about this is bad and this is good.
Yeah.
This is about but he just went to sleep. He woke up in the morning. Second day. Second day. There's a new verse abrogating the previous verse. Okay, do Allah knew the future? Why Allah He give you a verse is not valid even for even for 8 hours. For 8 hours only is not good. So the Arab, they start making fun.
No.
Listen,
you can't say that God does not know the future. That this okay. When you say God does not know the future,
okay,
this
presupposes listen.
This presupposes that there is a concept of future for God.
Isn't it the Arab? They were questioning what kind of a prophet. His God, he gave me a verse at night. He wake up in the morning. He gave him abrogation. He canceled it.
Yeah, this is still a verse being better than the other in a relation of time. What's
but
the issue?
You see, okay, in relation to time, it's just 8 hours.
Yeah, so it's still time.
What
How
happened
does it
in 8 hours? What happened in 8 hours?
Bro, my argument still stands.
No. Allah, he says it better. He did not say relative. He did not say better argument. He did not say. He says we will make better. Or look, and not only that, he said. Do you see the word similar?
Yeah, I didn't say that they're similar. Where did I say that they're similar? One is better than the other in relation of time. And
so
obviously
if the verse is similar, so why I'm deleted the first one?
No, I did not say they're similar. You're not listening to what I said. I did not say they're similar.
It's not you. The Quran says so.
Where does it say that all verses are similar? Please show me.
No, I did not say all verses. It says Allah will make better or similar. So he will make similar. So why you want to delete the first one? If the first one is going to be similar, the second one, there's no different.
Hold on. No, it says, first of all, hold on. First of all, I already told you that verses are better than one another in relation of time. And when we say something is similar, okay, when we say that a verse is similar to the other, there is no issue with this either.
So why you are abrogating the verse? Okay, if they are similar, why you abrogate the verse?
No, they're not being abrogated.
No, it says that whatever verse we abrogated or caused to be forgotten, we bring a better or similar. He bring to replace. So don't tell me it doesn't say that.
Yeah, so basically you have a verse that's taken out and replaced by something that's similar. No problem here.
So what happened? What changed? If I say shish kebab and then I make a verse, I say forget about shish kebab.
Don't say.
And then I
say,
say,
this is a loaded question.
and then I say forget about shish kebab and shish kebab. Say this shish kebab and shish kebab. So what the difference?
Yeah, I don't see any issue with this. What's the logical contradiction in this?
You just said to me he will make a verse relatively better, but here there's no point.
Yeah,
it's similar.
Yeah. So some verses are better than the other in relation of the time they were revealed.
But it's the same day.
And then you have
the guy, he go to sleep, he woke up in the morning. I will tell you what happened. You see, do you see the word forgetting?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's 5
minutes.
You're
a prophet, he forget the Quran. That's the whole story.
Yeah,
people make fun of him.
He was caused to forget by God.
Thank you. Guys, did you hear it? Allah, he made Muhammad forget the Quran. Why?
Yeah, because that's hikmah from God.
This is wisdom.
Yes.
But the Muslim, I thought the Muslim, they say we recite the Quran by heart. So Muhammad, he forgot the Quran. What about the Muslims?
Yeah, so the Quran that was relayed over to us is the complete one that was already abrogated. Everything that needed to be abrogated was already abrogated.
So Allah, he caused the Muslim. So Allah, he caused the Muslim too. All of them forget the same verses.
No, not all of them. Not all of them. Only the Prophet. He was caused to forget verses that needed to be forgotten.
No, it says here we'll give you better, because if you still have it, there's no need to give you better or similar. If you don't have it no more, it's gone.
How does that logically follow?
Listen, it says in any verse we abrogate or cause to forget, we bring better or similar. So now if you have it, why he want to give you the same verse again, similar?
Yeah, he's not giving it to us, he's giving it to the Prophet. This is this speaks about
who care the Prophet, he give it to him, who care? But Allah, he caused you to forget the verse. And then he will bring you, and then no, because if he calls the Prophet only, there is no need to bring similar. You Muslims still remember it. Okay, give me the verse of a breastfeeding for adult.
The breastfeeding of adults, it was abrogated.
Give me the verse.
Yeah, it was abrogated.
Give me the verse.
What do you mean give me the verse? It doesn't
exist. You are telling me abrogated. Okay, hold on. Guys, it's abrogated. There is no verse in the Quran that says that this is abrogated.
There's two types of abrogations. There's abrogations of the ruling and the abrogation of the textual
You see,
verse,
when you say there's abrogation here and there, you have to give me a statement where it says this verse is abrogated. Can you show me? Allah,
Yeah,
he
so we
gave,
have hadith.
so
We have hadiths that say that this verse was abrogated, of course.
abrogated by 5, the hadith says.
What did you say?
Abrogated by 5.
What do you mean abrogated by 5?
By 5 breastfeeding.
By 5 breastfeeds. Okay, I don't really see an issue.
But
Both of them were.
we don't
So
have
we
5
have.
breastfeeding. So now we have 5.
No. Hold on. One of them was abrogated in the ruling, and then we had both of them abrogated in the textual, like
Look
the
at
actual
this. Everything
text
is
itself.
abrogated in this religion. So Allah caused the Muslim to
What's the
forget.
issue?
So now are you saying to me, Allah caused you to forget the verses about breastfeeding for adult, which is the reason for me to become a Muslim? Because I love a breastfeeding adult, feeding for adult. What do you mean? What do you mean by Allah? He caused you to forget the breastfeeding for adult. Where do you get this from?
First of all, he caused the Prophet to forget, not me.
Secondly, no. He caused you to.
Okay,
otherwise, recite the verse for me. He caused you to recite to forget the verse. Give me the verse.
No, he didn't cause me to forget. He didn't cause.
Then give me the verse. Then give me the verse. Read it for me.
Yeah, you want me to read you the verse again?
About breastfeeding for adult.
Yeah, I told you that was abrogated.
You see, you keep saying to me, he make it the Prophet forget it, not me. That means you know it. Okay, tell me the verse. What is the verse of a breastfeeding for adult?
Yeah, it was abrogated. The text
you keep saying the same thing. I'm saying to you, okay, it's abrogated, but you said you did not forget it. Allah, he caused Muhammad to forget it. So now you did not forget.
Listen, when God causes the Prophet to forget a verse, it's not relayed over to us. If it's abrogated, then it's not relayed over to us. The only thing that's relayed over to us is the narration.
The Muslim, they knew about. No, listen. The Muslim, all of them, they knew the verse. Aisha, she used to command her sisters to do breastfeeding for anyone want to enter upon her. So this is the verse very well known between Muslims, and they practice it.
So the ruling, adult breastfeeding still exists within our religion, but that doesn't mean that it has to be in our book.
What is the verse? What do you mean doesn't have to? So isn't it the Quran says nobody can change the word of Allah?
No, it was Allah himself who changed the word of Allah, not someone else.
Show me the evidence that Allah, he chose this verse to be changed.
Yeah, so it's mentioned in narrations.
Where? No, what narration? Even your prophet, he never said that, because Muhammad died and the Muslims still practicing this.
Yeah, we don't only take from the Prophet, we also take
from the give me where it says this verse is abrogated. This is false, because there is no verse of abrogation and there's no hadith about this is abrogated. The Prophet never says so. You are making things up. It's challenged in front of everybody. Can you show me the hadith? It says that the Prophet, he abrogated this verse and he said the following.
Why you're trying to force us into having the Prophet specifically say that it was abrogated?
Because, so who is the one who abrogated the religion? You Muslims?
No, we also take the rulings from the companions.
Exactly. So you Muslims, guys, did you see what he said? They take the ruling of religion from the companion. So the Prophet never said so. Because the companion,
not necessarily.
The companion, in order to make a ruling, they should say what the Prophet said. It's not up to you. If Allah sent the verse, this is a command from God. Who is the companion? You Muslim, you follow Muhammad or the companion of Muhammad?
Yeah, we also take from the companions because he said to take from the
Thank you very much, guys. Did you hear? They took also from the companions. So Muhammad is not the source no more. Allah is not the source no more. But look what the Quran says. The Quran says that the Christian and the Jews, they took their monks and their rabbi as gods. If you read the interpretation for this, you will see because they are following the command of the men, not God. So you Muslims are kuffar according to chapter 9 verse number 31. The Christian and the Jews, read it carefully, they took their rabbis and their monks as God.
What does that prove exactly?
Prove the following, that the one who took the companion, the monks, the rabbi as gods instead.
Okay, were the rabbis given authority by freaking Moses or Jesus to have rulings taken from them?
We do not take ruling from them. We take ruling from God. But now it's you who said, everybody heard you. You abrogated the Quran. Listen, it is you who said you abrogated the Quran by a statement of a companion, not of Muhammad, neither Allah.
There is no issue with such thing. We can take the abrogation ruling from
you just say it. You just said that. Everybody heard you.
Yeah. I just said that there is no issue.
So what do you mean no issue? So you take your religion from a rabbi?
No, it's not a rabbi. It's
Okay,
Muhammad's companion,
Allah,
and he
what do you
gave
mean
him
no?
authority.
What do you mean no, Rabbi? If Allah, he said, you do breastfeeding for adult, and you said to me, this is still valid, and then you said to me, this verse is abrogated by 5 times. Can you show me? Because in order to be abrogated by 5 times, then we should have a verse of 5 times breastfeeding for adult.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Please show me how
So
does
how
that,
you know
how that
about
logic
it? So
follows.
where do you get this from? Where do you get this from?
Okay,
How
tell me how that logic follows.
how the companion they come to the conclusion that this is
No,
abrogated
you
by
made the
5
claim.
times breastfeeding if you don't have a verse?
You made the claim. You made the claim. You made the claim. You told
Do
me
you have a
that
verse?
because
Do you have a verse of 5 times breastfeeding adult abrogating the
okay,
previous verse?
you made the claim. You made the claim. You made the claim that just because it was abrogated, this means that the actual text has to be in the Quran itself and not just in the narrations or
So
have
okay, so
ruling from
now
the
the
companions.
Muslims, so now
prove to me how
I
that
did not
logic
make a claim.
follows.
I did not make a claim. It's you who said so. You
Yes,
said,
you did.
you said. I took the companion said, but the companion for them are they prophet of God, or they are people who they are just
The companions were given authority to give rulings from the Prophet
the
himself, so I don't
companion
see an
of
issue here.
Muhammad. They never been given authority, and you are lying. Can you show me the authority of the companion?
No.
Can you show me
No,
the
they
authority?
were given
Who
authority.
is the one who gave him the, actually the companion of Muhammad are a bunch of thieves, and they accuse your prophet that he stole an underwear. How those people they can,
What?
how those people they can be the one who can make
Show me
abrogation?
the narration where it says that he stole an underwear, where they accuse him that he stole
Isn't
an
it your
underwear.
prophet? Isn't it your prophet was accused by the companions, not the enemy, not the kuffar, in chapter 3, verse 161, that they accused Muhammad that he took a piece of clothing, red piece of clothing.
Okay, let me read the verse. Hold on.
So those are the companions. They can change religion and they can change ruling. It's not Allah, it's not Muhammad, it's the companion. And those are the same one. They are fighting with their prophet about a piece of clothing.
CP, here's let's go over the claims that you made that weren't substantiated. You made the claim that there is a difference between مثلها and مثلها.
No, you see, he go back to zero now. He go back in. He's stuck with because he's trying to save his. He's trying to save his embarrassment. The prophet. Listen, why you are going back zero? We jump over that 10th century ago, and now let's see CP go to Mislah, trying to save himself. Do you need water? Do you need water? Do you need the fire distinguish? I will give it to you. Now read this verse for me. Read the verse for me, accusing your prophet of stealing a panty. Your prophet accused by the companion, the one you said they can change rules. You are not following God. Everybody heard you. Muslims don't follow God. They follow companion of a companion of a companion. They don't know what Muhammad said. Now read. The prophet, he stole a laundry of a Jew.
Okay, we're gonna read the verse.
Or a kafir, the kuffar of Quraysh.
Can you just let me talk for a second? Okay, second claim that you made is that just because we have the verse being abrogated, this means that the textual verse
verse. You said to me, we spoke about this. Don't repeat yourself. There's no point to repeat yourself. Everybody heard you.
So you don't want me to call you
Everybody heard you. You don't have any reference from your prophet. You don't have a single reference from your prophet. You don't have a single reference from Qur'an. So you have zero. So Muslims are fabricating things. Not to forget to mention that what kind of God he commanded women to give her breast to a stranger.
Okay, so,
I mean, this is alone is a story.
Making claims without substantiating them, correct? You're just going to keep making claims without providing proof for them.
Correct? I am the one who made the claim without proof. It's you who made the claim without proof. I asked you, okay, you said Allah will give you similar. And you said Allah did not cause us to forget the Quran. I said, okay, recite for me. I said, okay, he caused the prophet, but the prophet, he told those verses to every Muslim. I said to you, recite for me.
What?
He told the verses. Yes.
Verses to the angel who then told the prophet. He did not tell it to every individual Muslim.
Isn't it Aisha, she said that when the prophet died, the verses of stoning to death and breastfeeding for adult was under the bed of the prophet. And then a tame sheep, a goat, came and ate it. So
yeah, but they were already abrogated, so it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it's abrogated? No, it's not. And this Muhammad is dead. The verse is abrogated after Muhammad is dead. Listen, guys, look at this. Look at this. The verse is still in the Quran. The goat ate it. You said to me it's abrogated by recitation. It's not no more, and you cannot even recite it.
Yes, the
and you said everybody heard you. You said lying to me. You said Allah, He caused Muhammad to forget it, not us. But now, as you see, this is the Quran of Muhammad. Read the hadith. Read the hadith. The verse of stoning and breastfeeding for adult. 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. When the messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death, and a tame sheep came and ate it. So let me tell you what happened, my friend. It is not Allah who caused you to forget the Quran. It is the goat who ate every single Muslim memory.
The problem here is that the verse of stoning was already abrogated through recitation.
So why is in the Quran? So why it is in the Quran of Muhammad? This is Muhammad himself. This is the house of Muhammad. Muhammad is dead now.
It was already abrogated through recitation. It doesn't matter if it was...
No. It's not abrogated because it's there. If it's abrogated, so are you okay? Are you saying to me that Muhammad, he kept a verse in the Quran and you do not need to read it? So when you arrive there, you skip it? You jump like boing, boing, boing? So it's there in the Quran.
It's already abrogated through recitation. Here's the false equivalence that you're making. You're saying
you are saying it is abrogated by recitation. But that means when you start reading the Quran, the second you arrive to breastfeeding for adult, you have to jump it because you are not allowed to recite it no more. This is what you said to me, abrogated by recitation.
Okay, can you let me speak? Can you let me speak now?
Go ahead.
Okay, here's the false equivalence that you're making. You're saying that because it was abrogated through recitation, this means that it should have been removed up to the point of when the goat ate it. It should not be in any parchment or any paper. Now, you need to prove to me this equivalence, that just because it was abrogated through recitation, this means that it should have been, that the paper containing the verse should have been shredded or burned. Now, prove to me this equivalence, and then you can make this clear.
Look, guys, what he's asking me. He's asking me to prove to him what he should prove to me. You need to prove to me. You need to prove. I have a proof from your books that the verse is still in the book. The verse is still in your prophet book, not even Aisha book. This is Muhammad book. So the verse is still there. Muhammad never mentioned the word abrogated.
Hold on. Let me drink some water here. Let me drink some water.
Drink. Okay. Camel urine is better. It's more healthy. Be careful. It have to be hot and fresh.
Okay. Are you gonna prove to me the equivalence?
What equivalent? Listen, look what this guy's talking about. He's trying to change the topic. Listen, the verse. Okay, was the verse in the book of Muhammad when he died? Yes or no?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that it was not abrogated.
So how you are saying to me abrogated by recitation? So why he wrote it down?
It was already abrogated through recitation.
Then give me where Muhammad he said, okay, it's already abrogated before Muhammad died or after Muhammad died.
It was abrogated before the Prophet died.
Thank you. Then show me where Muhammad said this verse is abrogated.
Why does it have to be specifically the Prophet?
So how you know it's abrogated?
Because we also, if a companion says that it has been abrogated, then we
say that
the
companion said? The companion are not the Prophet. And who is the companion who said this verse is abrogated? Who is he?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to bring you the proof that it was actually abrogated.
I have it in the screen in front of me. It says these verses were abrogated in recitation, but not in ruling. Other hadith.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is a commentary. This is a commentary. This is not a hadith.
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to bring you the proof.
I like your God, by the way. I mean, breastfeeding is the best thing ever for adult.
I mean, God said it's allowed, so I'm not sure what's your argument.
So do you like if you're? I'm trying to insult you. So if your neighbor, you see your neighbor looking at your wife, then are you going to say to him, "Hey, guy, come on, do breastfeeding with my wife, so you can come over"? What kind of religion this religion is?
Yeah, God told us that that's allowed, so.
So how come Muslim women, they wear hijab, but they don't have a problem to give their boobs to a stranger? How this is allowed?
Yeah, that's allowed because, for example, wearing silk is not allowed. But if someone has a skin disease, they can wear silk.
What does have to do with wearing silk? I'm talking about my neighbor sucking my wife boobs, man. I'm talking about
Yeah,
my
I'm
wife.
giving you an analogy.
I'm talking about my wife. What this what analogy? I'm talking about a woman. She is your wife, and you come home. You come home. Listen, Muhammad, once he came home, he found Aisha, and she have a guy in her house sleeping over. He said to her, "Who is this guy?" He was so upset.
It's a concession. It's a concession, not a contradiction. So, because we have the benefit that the person coming over who is a non-mahram is going to be able to stay there without the wife having to cover up, then we allow such thing to happen. That's a concession.
If your friend come to your house and you want him to stay with your wife, you command your wife to give her breast to him, to suckle him 10 different times in 10 different occasions until he's satisfied, and this is okay for Islam?
I mean, God allowed us to
what
have
kind
such
of
things.
What's wrong with your God? I thought you Muslims women have to be covered, but now the women she have to give. And don't you think that the man, when he starts sucking your wife boobs, he will go so hot and horny? Do you think this is right?
I mean, listen, God allowed us to do such things, so I don't see the problem with.
Okay, my friend, God allow you to do that, but that is wrong because the man will get horny. I mean, your wife, she is beautiful. The guy is a man. He is a stranger. He sit in your wife's lap. He starts sucking her nipples. And in order to suck her nipples, he have to see them. He have to grab them. And you are saying to me, God allowed us. What kind of religion this religion is? What for?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, God has allowed us
how you are saying thanks to Allah? So now your neighbor sucking your wife boobs and you say to Allah, thank you? The neighbor will say that, not you. The neighbor will never allow you to suck his wife boobs, but the neighbor will say, thank you, Allah, for this rule. I'm going to visit every Muslim from tomorrow.
But what's wrong with this? How does this prove the
religion? Why you are laughing? Respect your religion, my friend. Respect your religion, please. Don't make fun. Why you are laughing, please? You are hurting my feeling now. Listen, I am hungry. So what is this? What kind of... By the way, according to your religion, if a man, he suck your wife boobs, still he can have sex with her. Okay, let me ask you. If a man, he suck your wife boobs, is she forbidden for him now?
Yeah, if he suckles from her boobs, of course.
False.
Yes, of course, because that's the ruling.
You want to challenge me?
Challenge you about what exactly?
Well, he will not become forbidden for her.
No, he becomes forbidden for her.
No.
Just like how.
No.
Yes.
You know. Okay. Well, here we go. I will go to the Muslim website, the highest scholars of Islam, and we will see the ruling.
If he suckles to the point where he enough suckles, then yes, he becomes forbidden for her.
No, that's not true.
But why not?
Still he can marry her. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Then you speak Arabic, so you have no excuse.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I should make you an admin here. All right. I will put it for you in the text. You can open the link from your side. This is the fatwa. I will put it in the chat. I will show it in Ramble at the same time, and I will use Google Translation. But for you, you do not need Google Translation. You speak Arabic. Question.
Yeah, I don't need the translation.
Okay. Question. Do breastfeeding for adult forbid? The answer: no.
I'm sorry. So you're saying that the breastfeeding for adults, right? Yeah, it makes one a mahram.
No,
so if
it does not. It does not. It's in front of you. Breast. Look at the title. This is the title. Breastfeeding adult. Huh?
Do you guys see anything?
I just posted the link for you in the chat. I posted the link.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, and I use Google Translation for those who do not know Arabic. You can open it in Google browser, and you can translate in your Google. The title of the fatwa. This is an Islamic fatwa, and this is the fatwa number in front of you. Breastfeeding an adult will not forbid, which will not make you mahram. So you are fooling yourself again. But there's no point of this. So now your wife, she gave her boobs to the neighbor. Still, he can sleep with her. He can marry her. So what you did actually, you invited the bear to your house.
Yeah, okay, let's say that it doesn't actually.
So what the point? So what the point? You said to me, Allah allowed it. What the point?
It allows him to enter the house without her having to cover up.
But She is okay, but he is allowed to have sex with her now, so she is not covered up.
Yeah, but he's allowed to enter her house without her having to cover up.
Exactly, but now that will make it more horrible because now she is not covered, and he is allowed to enter the house anytime, even if the husband is not there. And now you are thinking that this is okay.
No problem, no problem. How does this disprove my religion?
Well, this will prove that this. I don't want to be rude to you, but this is a pervert action because who is the man who accepts his wife to give her? Who is the man? Who is the my friend? Who is the man? I'm not going to tell you what I will do if I see my man having her boobs in somebody else's mouth. But what kind of a man? He encouraged his wife. If you go inside the house, he found his wife hugging somebody in her lap. He is sitting there. What he is doing in your lap? Oh, honey, I'm doing breastfeeding for adult. And you are saying to me, what's wrong with that? If there's no benefit, I just showed you that this is will not forbid the man from having sex with your wife. So what was the point?
Yeah, how does this disprove Islam, to be honest? I just
because Islam is teaching fornication. Because this is a form of fornication. You are doing some
form of fornication.
It is because when the man, okay, you see, you Muslim, your prophet, he says, if the man he commits sin by his eyes, by his tongue, by his mouth, by his hands, correct? Okay, now his mouth is in her nipples, his head is in her chest. And you are telling me how that is a form of fornication?
Yeah, I don't see how this even disproves that.
What do you mean how that is? I just told you, your prophet said, a human being, he do fornication by his eyes, by his hand, by his lips,
yeah, but he
by
gave
his feet.
In this case. He gave an exception in this case.
And this is what deception. What exception? So now your wife, she is giving her boobs to a stranger.
Yeah, there is an exception when she's given when there is adult breastfeeding, then this is an exception and it doesn't count as fornication. So there's no contradiction.
This is an exceptional fornication.
No, it's not exceptional fornication. It's simply an exceptional case. It doesn't count.
What exceptional case? Your wife, she is giving her boobs to a stranger now.
Yeah, it's not fornication. It's simply an exceptional case.
Okay, so if you come back home and you find a man in the lap of your wife, do she need your permission to do it? She don't, because you just said it's okay. So now you come back home, you find a neighbor or the driver or the bus driver or anybody, the cable guy, he is sucking your wife's breast, and you cannot talk, you cannot say why, because simply this is an exception, right? Your wife, she can practice anytime, nothing wrong with it.
How does this logically disprove Islam, though?
Logically, this is mean Islam is invalid because I thought that Islam is about protecting the dignity of the women and the man. If my wife is going to give her breast to everybody, so why do women wear burqa? So why you get upset? Why you Muslim? Okay, so you Muslim consider the hair of the women awra, which means a private part. Is her breast awra?
In the case of adult breastfeeding, no, it's not. It's not awra.
How it's not awra? So how the hair is
in the case of
how the hair is a awra, and yet.
Yeah, because there is an exceptional case here.
So you keep saying it's exceptional. This is a breast.
Yeah, but it's an exceptional case. That's the problem here. It's not a contradiction. It's an exceptional case, so it's not a contradiction.
The Qur'an says, "Yadrubna ala jiyubahun," cover your breast. The Qur'an says so.
Yeah, but he gives an exception in this case, so it's not contradictory.
Okay, guys, there's an exception here. So the exception is that why Muslim they deleted the verse from the Quran because it's a shameful thing?
What do you mean? It's not shameful. I still affirm that there is adult breastfeeding.
Okay, can you name for me one of your friends he did that?
Obviously, it's no longer done today, but it doesn't mean it exists in our religion.
Why you don't do it today? What's wrong?
I don't know. People, I guess, don't want to do it, but it doesn't mean that it's not in our religion.
Are you open for this option?
I mean, if it's allowed by the Islamic ruler, then I don't see a problem because it's already allowed in our religion.
Well, Islam is wonderful. I don't know. That's my friend. This is a very. I mean, how I can trust now that the man is okay? If a man he is sucking your wife's breast, how you can guarantee he will not get horny? Don't you think that? Don't you know? I mean, you are a man, right?
Yeah, but the problem here is the Prophet has instructed us to do such things or allowed us to do such things. So I don't
So if
see
it's
the issue.
okay, it's okay if the man is sucking your wife and his private parts start like being boing,
The Prophet allowed such things, so I don't see the issue here.
So the
You're not
Prophet
giving me
allowed your neighbor to suck your wife boobs and his private part like boing, being boing, like all over the place, and he might even have orgasm.
giving me a logical argument against Islam. You're just giving me an emotional
Because he have an
argument.
orgasm now. He will have orgasm. The guy is sucking your wife. He's holding her breast, sucking it, and he will have an orgasm if he did not do it for real. I mean, how he will stop even there? He have her naked now. Her breast is exposed, and now his mouth in her over nipples. His hand is touching them. And you are saying to me, the Prophet, he allowed us with the problem. He will get so horny. He will sleep with her. She will get horny too. How that help? How that help your wife and you as a Muslim? You keep saying to me how this is make Islam invalid.
Yeah, it doesn't make Islam invalid, as in you didn't give me a logical contradiction or a logical
The
problem
logical
within
is
our
this is a
religion.
fornication. Your wife and your neighbor, they are they are having sex. They have this is sexual. This is sexual.
No. It's not
Yes,
fornication.
he
It's
is not a
forbidden. It's not
baby.
forbidden.
Is he an infant? No, he is a growing man. So
Listen,
a growing man, he do suck the nipples and the breast of a growing woman. For sure, he will get horny. There's no way he will not.
Yeah, so for it to be a contradiction is if you bring me like this, the exact same ruling being allowed and forbidden at the same time. But here we have an exception, so it doesn't count it
You
as
see,
the
I
same
just showed
thing.
you a verse in the Quran. It says cover your chest, and you are saying to me, show me
Yeah, but it's
the
not in this case. It's an
okay.
exception. This is an
You see,
exception, not in this
this is
case.
a contradiction. The Quran says
No, it's
if
not a
this is a book, made by other than Allah, you will find in it contradiction, and this contradiction because
No, this is not a
there's a
contradiction.
verse
It's not a
there's a
contradiction.
verse says cover your breast, and there's a verse now says give your breast to
Let me
others.
teach you what a contradiction is. Let me teach you what a contradiction is. A contradiction is a proposition and its negation being true at the same time in the same respect. Now, when we talk about adult breastfeeding, here we don't have in the same respect because we're talking about an exceptional case and we're talking about a general rule. So when we have takhsis, we have cases where we give an exception to this general rule. It does not mean that we have a contradiction in this case.
That's so
We would
deep, my
only have a
friend.
contradiction if there is, hold on, if there is no takhsis, yet this is still allowed. But it being allowed automatically means that there is takhsis. This is like how we understand our religion. So you cannot say that
Well,
this is
I
a
don't know.
contradiction.
Hey guys in the chat, who of you thinking now seriously to convert to Islam so we can go together? I invite you, all of you. I'm going to rent a big train, not a bus, and we will go to Muslim countries, and we will do Hajj for breastfeeding for adult. Remember, it's for free, and you have to suckle their women breast 10 times. And here we have the gentleman. He said, so what the problem? Muslims are very friendly, open-minded. Their wives and their boobs are open for every man. No problem. By the way, I don't want to be like a Trump making business of this, but I will charge you $10 if you don't mind, because I'm the one who discovered this guy. I have the right, to make a commercial about it. So listen carefully, commercial break. If you like to do suckling for breastfeeding for adult, beautiful women, they are wearing hijab. Then brother, sister, sorry, shut up, sister. What sister? Crazy me. Sorry, guys, this is a gaffe of Joe Biden. Brothers, sorry, Allahu Akbar. You are all invited for breastfeeding of tits, and the tits will be there too, because he will be the one giving you tickets, all right? So this is Islam, and this gentleman here, he says, what is the problem? He don't know what the problem. What
That's
is
the
exactly
problem.
what the problem?
Yeah, no, I don't see a logical problem here.
You
I
see,
don't see a logical problem.
a few minutes ago, my friend, you said to me that will make her, she can uncover herself, correct?
Yeah, we have an exceptional
All
case
right.
here. It's
And
not
I showed you the proof. You said to me she is forbidden. I said to you, no, she is not forbidden. And now I show you the proof that this is will not make her forbidden. Will not make her
it's an
forbidden.
exceptional case. It's not a contradiction. It's
But
takhsis.
hold on, will not make her forbidden from having sex with her. So what the point? What the point of this exception?
No, it does not. No. Here is the false equivalence that you're making here. You're saying that just because there is a risk of them having sex together, this means that it is now allowed for them to have sex together. This is
No. I'm not saying that. I did not say that. I'm not saying it's allowed. I did not say that. Don't.
No, that's literally what you said. You said it's not forbidden.
I said to you, I showed you a proof. I showed you proof. In the beginning, you disagree. You said it's not true. She is now forbidden for him, so he can enter, and she is not covering herself. So now look what happened. Before he do breastfeeding, the woman was covering herself. Before he do breastfeeding, the man is out of the house. After breastfeeding, now he touch and he play with his boob, and he have to do it in 10 different days, in 10 different time until he's satisfied. And now he can enter the house anytime. And now she is not uncovered, which means she sit with him as if she's sitting with her husband. She's wearing shorter clothes, exposing her breast. Already he play with her breast. How that will not invite him for sex?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that now the sex is now allowed. That's not what it means.
It doesn't.
There is a risk.
You are creating an environment for sex. You just brought the cable guy. He entered your house. She gave him her breast, and now anytime you enter the house, you find your wife. There's a guy in her lap sucking her breast. You cannot even question what she's doing because she's allowed.
Yeah, so how exactly does this prove?
All right, my friend. You know, I cannot stay for long. Thank you very much for calling. It's already middle of the night for me. Feel free to call me tomorrow again or the day after if I go. And thank you for joining us. All right?
Okay.
All right.